Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready. 70 ending. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down. Check 37. Check 37. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
And he'll give it here to his running back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Jackson from the shotgun. Going deep downfield. And got his man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a handoff looking right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
To throw on second down, Herbert, and he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Now, that was a beautiful play, a pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready to break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. There's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Davis now to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight Check your hot read. Check, check. Lucky. Rush in.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Mike 51. No game on this defense. No. Shut up. Mike 51.
On third down, Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Check 52.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Jim.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give, Singletary right side. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw. Herbert, open man is Galladay, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. Needs evaporate and quickly. So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go one more. He's coming. Double up, double up.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. He'll get this one to Galladay. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, D.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, echo. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert, that's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run. This is Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and the Falcons grab it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good job. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. On 1st down, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there is just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready? Mike, 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Hey, let's get that ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, sir.
Ready? On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Complete to Hilton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Hey. 6 guys. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
He finds Corey Davis.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Check 4.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 2, Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's Kamara off the draw. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. From
the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He can run for it, and he will. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Joker, 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 joker.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Got you, boy.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Singletary. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball.
And Singletary has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Herbert, he's going to sling this deep, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Check 15. Switch.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Lobo. I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Singletary. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He'll look to set up his blockers. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get it.
To throw again, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. Lutz with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.